Hello and welcome to my channel, The Expat Snapper. I'm taking a slightly different approach to the format and the production of my videos, which I am hoping you will find a lot more enjoyable. In my last video, I'll put a link below if you haven't seen it, I celebrated the return of a pair of Peregrine Falcons after an absence of about 2 months. I went back again, and this is what happened. Arriving on site, I scanned all the usual perches and located the adult bird sitting in one of his favourite trees, preening. Some movement in one of the tall silver birches caught my eye. Close examination showed a pair of juveniles. To say that I was excited would be an understatement. After a while, the juveniles started calling, and then they took off and flew around, with one bird disappearing, the other bird doing circuits in front of the cliff face, landing on the cliff face from time to time and then taking off again for another circuit. The other juvenile then appeared again and landed on the very top of the cliff. And after a little while, the calling really intensified, and both birds flew around in a very excited manner. And then I understood why. An adult had appeared while I was watching the juveniles with food. A big fat pigeon landed on one of his plucking posts and proceeded to take off the feathers. Once he'd taken most of the feathers off, he flew across to the other side. He was joined momentarily later by one of the juveniles. And then the next 10-15 minutes he spent pulling small pieces of meat off the carcass and handing it ever so gently to the juvenile, who just kept on squawking all the time. As I say, after about 10-15 minutes, the other juvenile, who was still flying around and continually shouting his mouth off, came down and joined the adult and his sibling. The adult then was feeding both. It was a really wonderful sight to see, and it made my day watching these gorgeous birds. And the tenderness shown by the adult was extraordinary to watch. Well, that's it for today. I had one of the most rewarding experiences I think I have ever enjoyed watching peregrines, which I have been doing for some years now. Watching the juveniles as they are taking their tentative steps towards mastering the art of flight. Watching the adult as it panders to the juveniles' demands for food, the behaviour of this apex avian predator, and the gentle way in which this fearsome bird fed its young, I found quite touching. As I say, I don't think I have had a more rewarding experience than this one. It was a wonderful 3.5 hours I spent watching this bird. I've condensed it down to a very short video because I'm sure there's not many people, apart from myself, that would like to sit and watch these birds for 3.5 hours. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would much appreciate a like and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks once again. Until the next time, take care, be safe, bye for now.